This is a video chart presentation of Tootie Company, brought to you by allpennystocks.com. Stock Charts has this listed as a pink sheet stock. I've been checking them recently when I do these videos. Tootie was another one of the thousands of companies that were delisted from the bulletin boards due to market maker activity. I imagine that we'll soon be seeing all these change to OTCQB to reflect OTC markets change to fully reporting companies and the shift to electronic markets. That being said, Toot was on a great climb up through last December. Started to get a little slide happening when it broke through 65. It fell through that 50-day. Should have had the sense that trouble might be in the making. It fell down a little farther. We're going to take a look at these indicators and see what they're telling us. Looks to me like this is going to become a support level sort of play. And this kind of ties right in with it. You can see normally when it reaches these levels, you can see at the MACD is basically trying to flatline. This is a slightly lower low, but coming back down on that trend right now, it's kind of in a channel. So we're going to look for this, try and bounce off this line again, try and make a move back north, start to put together an upward trend. This ADX is just an extremely exaggerated level. You can see up around 85. This will be on my watch to start curling back down. It's actually in a pretty nice position for a reversal with the exaggerated levels that it's at, so it's something to keep an eye on. There was a big amount of separation with the MFIs. We always talk about when they get to be too big, look for that 7 to come pulling back down. That's exactly what's happening. It's in a better position to move when all three are together. So the MFIs are down in bear chart territory underneath 50, and we'll keep an eye on them to try and establish this somewhat of an upward trend like this, make a move, try and make their way back into bull chart territory. These are the kind of things why I use so many different indicators. It's accumulation distribution. This is just a fabulous uptrend throughout the last year, trending up. Buying pressure has been strong. It's all reiterated by the Chaikin money flow, show that buying pressure has been overcoming selling pressure on a very consistent basis. So that would lead you to believe that the sells that have taken the price per share down are being overcome by purchases. And I think that that's somewhat reflective in the chart. We'll touch on that in a moment. Seeing an overall uptrend in the CCI. Of course, there's a key level right through there. It's at a tough time with 50. Tough time getting the upper half of the indicator. That's what we'll look for. Uptrend to continue, getting towards the lower end of that wedge. Want to see it break through 0. Full still is also interesting to notice that it's trading over top of 50 and has an upward channel being established at this point. So there's still some positive momentum coming into this stock. Trix is much like the MACD, still in a downward channel, but it looks like it's trying to flatten itself out now. So that's what we'll have an eye on. You want to see it roll, make a curl, and start to trend back upward. Those are the kind of things that you look for any sign of an overall reversal. For the RSIs, very similar to some other indicators. On the bearish side of the chart right now, going into oversold territory, which typically doesn't like to go there. It tries to pull right back out. You can see sharp movements. And in the overall grand scheme of things, getting back through 50, you can just see this vacant space up here throughout this downtrend. You look for it to start trending up in there to add some bullish strength to the chart. What I see in these long candles is typically what this means when it's on low volumes. There's a wide bid ask. Somebody can hit it down here. It doesn't matter how many shares it's for. And then somebody hits it back up here. You see those kind of things explained a little bit in the Chaikin money flow in the accumulation distribution, which tells you that it's kind of been held down on lower volume sells and brought back up on higher volume buys. That's been a pretty consistent pattern for this chart for the last couple months. Long wicks, long candles. One thing I see with this chart is it's pretty clear. Very strong support level right here through 40 cents, even maybe down to 39 cents. But very strong level of support. Hit it and pulled back up. Dip below it, pulled back up every single time. I would expect 40 to hold. It does pick up more down at 35, but I try and keep my stop losses at a pretty close proximity. A couple different things are important for this chart to make the reversal. And that'll be kind of based on these indicators. Bouncing back off these levels again, and then trying to put together an upward trend. First and foremost, going to look for this to get back over the 200-day moving average. It has held it. Yesterday's the first time it slipped below it and closed below it. So you're going to look for a quick retrace to get back over top of the 200-day, because in an overall picture of a chart, it's a bullish sign to be trading over top of that 200-day. So that's definitely the first thing I'll be looking for to see if this chart's going to put together a reversal. From a resistance standpoint, it will meet a little bit right through here, just slightly below where it closed. But I'm not that concerned about that. I'm looking more up into this level for the first level of resistance, right around 52 cents. It ties back into support resistance back here last October, November, and over the last couple weeks had a hard time moving back above it. So that's the first thing I'm going to have my eye on is the first level of resistance to try and move back through that. That's already pretty nice gains from where it is from 43 to 52. Beyond that, I think if it makes it through that, 55 will definitely be a level, but I'm not that concerned with that. I think if it gathers some momentum and takes out 52, 53, it'll take out 55. I'd look more back up in this area of 60 cents. It was a tough level when it slipped through it. Was trying to establish it as support. The 50-day moving average is coming into the picture there. So I would think that if it can make it through 52, that's going to be the next substantial area of resistance. Then, of course, from that point forward, you're going to see 65, and then the very top up there at 74. But we always talk about moving slowly and what does it take for a chart to make a reversal. And that's the indicators getting themselves lined up nicely, which this is pretty close, but it needs to start turning a little bit more. Its volume picking up a little bit, and it's holding some support levels. And in this case, we're going to want to see this 40-cent area hold. We're going to want to see volume pick up to more than 44,000 shares. We're going to want to see this push north, get back over top of that 200-day, and take out 52. If it takes out 52, goes up, it bumps its head on the 50-day, comes back down, you want to see it hold 52 as support. And that'll start telling you that a new uptrend is in the making. And those are the type of things I'm going to have my eye on with Tootie. I think it's time to put it on the watch list for a possible reversal. I did take a quick look at the share structure. This is a low float company, and those sort of plays can move very easily with any sort of buying pressure, as can be demonstrated here with any sort of selling pressure. But I think by this pulling up on a regular basis, it shows that there's people using this as an opportunity to pick up shares down at this level. So from this point forward, we're going to see if Tootie is going to establish this as a bottom and try and put together a new uptrend. As always, annotated video chart is merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.